Hey, what's happening, guys? I'm here on Poitier Street, La Rue Poitier, in the Ville Saint Laurent sector of the city of Montreal. And before it starts pissing rain, I've been wanting to make a video of, of one of the streets, one of the side streets in this part of town, because it's a very old part of the city. And I was going to film, one of the areas where those World War II little houses were built there. They call it World War II houses because of the fact that they were built for soldiers during World War II. But look at that. See, we're at Poirier and Connaught. And boy, you don't get more British English name than Connaught, Some things like that I would have never guessed back in the day, years ago, being able to pick up on, very English and therefore British names. Like Coronation Street, for example. Anyway, so I just left at Coronet Pizzeria, which has been in business now 67 years, and just had a delicious all-dressed pizza, but especially known as an Angelo special, which actually was invented by one of the brothers named Angelo, because the restaurant is so old that it was it's the parents of the sons of the parents. They started that place back in '62, and it's cool that they carry on that legacy. Man, that's a long ass Ford F550 there, I'll tell you right now. Anyway, maybe if we're lucky we'll get to see an oldie parked here somewhere, but I don't know, man. I gotta say right away, I forgot to mention that this part of town is used to be more predominantly, white, and a lot of Irish and French Canadian, and there was, an occasional Oriental, and but it's changed so much in the northern part of Montreal, like Montreal North and Laval, that it's a lot of Arabic folk, live in this area now. It's amazing how much has changed. Of course, my father and my aunt and uncle, they also grew up in this part of town here in Ville Saint Laurent, but they lived in Cartierville, which I'm not sure if this is part of Cartierville, but Cartierville for sure is a little bit more north of here, There's some nice little homes though, nice little charming houses, But yeah, it's just, there's these really small droplets falling down here, and like I said, I wanted to make a little video before it pisses rain, because tomorrow there's no way I'm going to do a walking video. Tomorrow being, I think, May 10th, and it's going to be pissing rain all day, and they're saying even a chance of a thunderstorm. Now that would be interesting, because we haven't had a thunderstorm yet. Also, it should be noted that this area also is, or was specifically, back in the day, inhabited a lot by folks who worked at Canadair, which is now owned by Bombardier, and Canadair was the company that made and still make the jets, the jetliners, the regional jets specifically, And as a matter of fact, when I was talking about Coronet Pizza before, when I started the video, a lot of their business actually comes from people who worked at Bombardier, which is of course like I said, Coronet. It's part of Bombardier. I'm just looking down there. Is it an old truck or just a Dodge, or what is it? Oh yeah, it's an older GMC. Yeah. What street are we at here? We are at, what's that, Cambridge? Oh my god. A lot of British names. British, and of course Bombardier Canadair is, where I'm pointing the camera, but you can't see it, so whatever. I knew a guy not too far from here, more down the other way, where there's all these big apartment buildings. He always had some old cars in his driveway, and he was parked. He was near Covert Metro. There's still some old cars there, not as many, but you don't see that anymore in the city. You don't see houses with old cars in their driveway, or even a old car just sitting there, not going anywhere. You just don't see that anymore, unfortunately. Well, of course, one of the reasons being is that A, we're in the Rust Belt, and B, the demographics, the type of people who live in this city now, like all the big cities, it's just old cars, American cars, whatever. They're not part of their culture, you know. So yeah. Yeah, you got some nice homes. Look at that. That's a typical 50s design there. Then you got more, some of them that are plain like this here, and this one too. This looks more like kind of like my place looks, you know. Except my place is those crappy small windows I hate. A lot of people don't like these Maximas. I like them. Don't love them, but anyway. A lot of colorless cars around here. I hear a jet there. There's a jet, that jetliner that just took off from Pierre Elliott Trudeau, which is about that way, west of here. You know. Yep. Yeah, not a very long walk because I can see the end of the street over there. Yep. Yeah, summer is almost at our door, eh? But I don't know, man, because the temperatures have been falling off for some time, eh? They've been much cooler than usual. It doesn't matter if it's been over the winter or it's been, you know, just like recently. Oh, look at that. There's a nice good-looking Ford pickup there. Yeah, man. 4x4. F-350. You're right on. Solid as nails. Solid as nails, but I don't know. Sometimes I wonder, you know, it's a fucking Ford, for Christ's sake. How good can they be? You know what I mean? And let's see what time it is. Let's see. Today, right now, it is... That's kind of a cute little blue house there, eh? What the fuck is this place? Look at this. What the hell? 6:03 p.m. And now we're at Connaught and oh my, more English names. Oxford. Oh, that would explain why there's a garage down there called Oxford Garage. Okay, I get it. Damn, there's the bus I wanted to take, and it's not scrap. Yeah, there's a really old garage over there, and it's called Oxford Garage. It's on the corner over there. You see, that's how you know an area has changed. I hear these kids in the park next to me there, and they're talking like Arabic or something, or Lebanese, you know. That's just typical around here now. Not that I'm implying it's wrong, it's just, I don't know. But then again, maybe part of me thinks they should be speaking in English, or at least in French, no? Anyway, I don't know, man. Of course, some of you are going to say I'm racist and all that, you know. Whatever, so be it, fuck. Can't please everybody. You can't please everybody. Just like me doing these videos, you know? Like occasionally I guess some fucking dickhead asshole is going to say that, oh, you know, get a fucking job and this is not a real job and you're a loser. What are you going to do, man? That's how people are. People are hurtful, you know? Seriously. I can be that way. If need be, though, you know. I'd like to have a little house like this. Just look at this nice little house. Look at this one. It's got some Greek columns, Roman columns there. It's kind of odd for a little house like that. You know, and yeah, it wouldn't take much. I don't know. Well, you know, gotta have a dream. Oh my god, I thought that was an old Caprice for a second. Just a common Merc. I don't know if I like when people call these Mercedes Mercs, because when I think of Merc, I think of Mercury. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna finish this off here. Look at this, for sale. Wow, somebody put a shitload of cash into this place. So, woo-ha. That's it, that's all. What's the cross street coming up here? I don't know. Oh, I'd have a time machine though, eh? To come back here, you know? To have a time machine, come back here and see all the old cars in the driveways and the streets, and Meteors and Pontiac Parisiens and Pontiac Ford Mainlines, Ford Custom Line, Ford Fairlane, Ford Galaxy, Ford Custom, etc., etc., etc. You know? Boy, these lithium batteries are really blowing my mind. They are fantastic, I gotta say. And how fitting to finish this walk here at La Rue Laval. Why? Because I was in Laval a few hours ago and I had spotted an 89 Cadillac Seville, practically mint. And I also spotted a Oh, here, yeah, these are the World War II houses I wanted to film. Look at that, right there. Yeah, what did I say? Oh, yeah, and I saw this, oh my God, I think it's an 86 Oldsmobile Custom Cruiser, which was the equivalent of the Caprice estate wagon with the fake wood. Funny about that car, though, is that it's like one side looked better than the other side. Anyway, guys, so hope you enjoyed it, and, well, you know, whatever, if not, you know, whatever, it's not for everybody. So take it easy, guys, and stay safe, rock on, bye-bye.